Innovative.
It's your man Deshaun Showtime Watkins.
It's the ignorant one, Shiloh Grease.
And I'm cool as Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
And you're back at the culture of Comptonmania. Ugh. There's the bowel movement shit. It's back. Ugh.
There he is.
The strain.
The strain. Wozy. Yo, Shiloh, Cam, the light-skinned brothers. Ugh. The light-skinned kingdom. Y'all, let's first talk about this elimination chamber. Mm-hmm. What did y'all think? Do you think it was one of the best ones ever? Was it popping?
There wasn't really anything special to go home about. The crowd, for a Chicago crowd, it seemed really dead. So that was one thing that kind of disappointed me. And just the overall creator of the show had some...
How many tickets did they sell?
So you know what's funny? Let me tell you something. I was supposed to go to Elimination Chamber. And I made the choice around like the beginning of January that I wasn't going to go because their prices were they're charging about $400 for a nosebleed. I think it was a little bit lower at that point, but like it just like at the starting point, I think it was like $380 when I looked. So it just went up. So it never, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't spend money to see that. It was, and that doesn't mean it was the worst chamber show that they've ran.
All right.
But it was definitely, there was more.
It says approximately 16,000 to 19,346 tickets were sold or distributed, with reports indicating a sellout crowd. Despite early reports of slower sales due to high ticket prices, the event was considered a success with strong attendance following a record-setting price for tickets. So the final attendance that they got from Wikipedia is 19,346.
I have a hard time buying it.
Now, do you think it would have been more if Roman was there? Do you think it'd have been more
Absolutely.
if the Usos was there?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I
Wasn't
think,
no Jacob Fatu?
Yeah, it would have absolutely been more, and I don't think that they drew horribly for the event. I just have a hard time believing that they sold that thing out. Because I know a lot of people in that area that specifically said they weren't going because of that. So, that doesn't mean that everyone I know speaks for the Chicago area as a whole, but it was a pretty common sentiment.
Okay, so right under there's a headline, right?
Uh-oh.
WWE's disappointing Elimination Chamber had only one real aim: selling WrestleMania tickets. So you use it to set up your next big show.
Yeah. And those Mania tickets, Lord knows they're struggling with that. But Vegas is a whole different animal.
It's a different market.
When it comes, it's a different consumer base. So
yeah, and the fact that you said that, though, that they using that to sell Mania. Now, before we go through every match, do you think they did a good job of selling us how big Mania is going to be? Because Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, I like that, though.
So now that has some selling power to it. Because so let's talk about the girls' chamber first.
Yep.
So the girls' chamber was possibly, it may have been the best match of the night, but like when I say that, it's almost like it was the best match out of a lot of mid matches.
Okay.
So like that's where it's like, okay, like you were the best, but it's like the whole night wasn't that good. So
who had the best gear? Because I'm gonna tell you.
Tiffany, Stratton, her gear was really cool. She needs to stay with stuff like that. I think it was way better than her normal deal. But I think that the girls' chamber, that there were some good spots in it. Maybe too many spots at certain points, but yeah, I think that my issue, because I told you when we were watching it, my issue, how many damn crazy girls do we have in wrestling?
It's only a couple of archetypes. Like
You
you
know,
see the gothic archetype.
Yeah, and I
Everybody's a
think we discussed
boss
it
chick.
here.
Everybody wants to be the boss chick archetype.
Yeah, or the goth chick, and it's just like I'm over here. It's like I'm seeing Alexa Bliss, I'm seeing Asuka, I'm seeing Rhea, and I'm like, okay, as characters, like what is the real difference between them? Like they're all crazy, they're all dark, they all got the and it's like, but it's just. It's hard for me. Like Rhea, she's always going to be the top girl in that position. So I think everyone needs to kind of work around her when it comes to that. So, and that's kind of how that works. If there's like a goth girl in a certain federation, and you have that same gimmick, whoever did it first there is going to be the more over one. And I feel like whoever has it first there has the rights to that character. So, I've dealt with this before, and I'm telling you, it's costing you guys bookings in places. Just saying.
That's a good point. What about you, Cam? When you see like different wrestling, different archetypes, do you see like the same, like the boss chick, the gothic chick? What else is another archetype?
So
The blonde.
Okay, a blonde.
Yeah, like the traditional. Yeah, and I think what it is I think sometimes you could argue archetypes don't matter because like if the girl's pretty. Like who cares?
And then that's another thing when we say
like,
traditional, right?
Right.
Like if we say traditional, is there a traditional female archetype?
I think that and when I say traditional, I mean like for example, like just normal tights, boots, like a singlet type deal.
Like a Alundra Blaze.
Yes, just
like
a wrestler.
Like a Molly Holly.
Yes.
Like what's another one? Like a wrestling chick, like not a ball. Like everybody wants to be like what we see over and over and over again. Because if you're not like, because I'm not an everyday watcher like I used to be.
The era where they was getting mad saying everybody wanted to be a rapper, or everybody wanted to be something, or everybody wanted to be something. I feel like that comes. I don't know, man.
When things
like,
get
how
hot.
do you ever keep a community building if that's the attitude towards it?
I understand that.
We gotta but you gotta give them direction and give them character. So I feel like we may say it's a bad thing, but Vince was creating characters.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, no,
He was.
because think about this. You have the other women's belt. You got Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer. Like, okay, so you got a crazy girl and a goth girl in that main event. So it's like,
so you're saying it's too many now?
When it comes to just like particularly the goth stuff, because it's so sad because there's a lot of talent.
What would they do? What character would they portray, or what could they do other than what they're doing now?
That's where it's up to management to an extent, and it's up to them also to where they have to sit down and figure this out. Like they have
because
to
everybody
develop.
Can't be like how Molly Holly was a superhero. Everybody can't be that.
Exactly.
So let's go to Saved by the Bell. Where's the Kelly Kapowskis? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Lisa? Where's the Jesse?
They're there.
Who is that?
All right. So you say like a Kelly, that's a brunette, but she's still like the Valley Girl. You know what I'm saying?
C.T.E is here.
Okay,
hit the button. Let him
all
in.
right.
That's cool.
I'll go.
We still on. We gonna keep going.
Okay.
But
We're gonna let you in.
You asked about the Kelly Kapowskis and you. I feel like if you look within Comptonmania, right? There's no gimmick when it comes to the female wrestlers, right? I don't feel like there's any gimmick that's the same.
But that's because it's shot.
That is thanks to me. Because and it's so. And I was just gonna make this point. It's so sad that because there's like a ton of girls that'll hit us up for Comptonmania or wrestling from Burbank.
And they already have.
Yeah. Like they want to come in and work, but then it's just like I'm like, okay. Like I look at your character and I'm like, well, I have that already, and it sucks. I've turned down a lot of girls over that.
Have you ever thought about making them into a team?
I have thought of that. But the problem is when you start making teams. Hi, Charles. When you start making teams, you have the issue of you have the issue of all those schedules. So it's like, okay, everyone has to be all in for the team. Because I have considered that for sure, but it's like, okay, who's all going to be all in for it? How many egos are going to clash? Whatever. So who's going to want to be the main goth girl? So it's
gotta make
here. I'm going to pass this mic over to our friend Charles.
They got a battle for it.
What up, world?
We're talking about the elimination chamber.
So Charles, we were specifically talking about the WWE archetypes for the women wrestlers. We see the goth chick, we see the boss chick,
Several blonde chicks.
yeah, but and
We got creepy blonde, blondie blonde,
Crazy blonde.
half blonde.
All that. But no, so that was the women's chamber match. I like the fact that Rhea won. Because I think
I do
that
like
out
that
of
too.
all those girls, I think she gives Jade the best matchup. Now, let's talk about what happened after the match.
okay, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about what went on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Twitter.
It went down
Oh no,
on
it's
Twitter.
X now. It's X.
X, sorry.
X.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we
it
go.
was. All right, so
What is that?
there was there was an exchange of words between Rhea and Jade. She said, "All you seem to do is talk."
Oh, to create.
Yeah, creative, and that's where it's like, all right, we're getting a little shoot.
Shoot a big shoot.
Oh yeah, and then she's like, "You're funny. That's funny. Now we know you really do be talking out your ass because everything you say is bullshit. Don't spread lies on my name, you dumb bee."
Why?
And then she says, "Hit dogs were holler, holla, holla, holla."
Teddy Long.
So Rhea then goes to her story on Instagram and says, "Not having fun, not friends. Learn to work and never lie to defame someone's real human character by breaking the fourth wall." So
Wow.
that's where, and we talked about this before.
Yes.
People working themselves into a shoot. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people are doing that this week. Like a lot of people I know that are running companies are dealing with the same issue.
But it does make you want to watch the match, though.
I will say this made me a lot more interested in the match, but also I am wondering like, damn, like, was this doing exactly what it was designed to do? Because I'll tell you this, I've been in the position before where I'm saying some heinous shit online to a dude, and he's sitting right next to me in the car, and we're going back, and we're just like saying, say this, so it's like, it makes you wonder, but this here, on that level, and I think they are trying to like, and it's funny because she immediately goes to saying, oh, breaking the fourth wall, like, okay, are we going to see this on WWE Unreal? Is this material for their show, so I don't know. In my opinion, I think
they're gonna end up doing a sit down with Stephanie.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
That what's your story? Like that would be
Yeah.
smart. That would be, does this alone get you excited about Las Vegas Mania?
Absolutely, but we can't go to no damn bars to watch it. We're not paying.
Yeah, you can't. Come on, WWE. Damn.
I will say this.
Backing it out like it's a Laker game.
I think if we hold out long enough, they'll get desperate enough, and we'll get some cheap tickets. I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah, you just gotta keep holding out. They already did one discount
They
sale.
dip day up.
Yeah, it did help a little bit, but yeah, they just gotta keep. So it's like, 'cause they're 7 weeks out from Mania, so.
Wow, that's right down the street.
Yeah, and I don't know what their percentage is right now, but I know it's not. It doesn't have them thrilled.
Okay.
And I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy empty house for them. It's not gonna be like a visibly horrible
Now
house.
let me ask both of y'all with creative. Best for business, who should go over?
So here's the thing. I'm a Jade mark. Like, I love Jade. I don't care what anyone says. I think she has such good presence. I think just like once she finally hits her stride, she's gonna be so dangerous in the game. But if we're talking just pure business, Rhea is always the safe option. I think she's probably the face of their women's division now. I can be, you could argue that,
Pretty
but yeah.
much.
Yeah.
She's definitely the most popular.
Absolutely,
female
yeah.
star,
So
but
it has,
you gotta give Jade a chance, bro, because y'all ain't really put her in no matches or gave her no opponents. Like you put the strap on her and all y'all had her doing is posing and looking pretty with it. Like put her in the fire, bro. You put the strap on her, so obviously you got some kind of trust in her. Put her in the fire, bro. Like this, she need to go over. Otherwise, her title reign is for nothing, bro. This is her first marquee matchup.
That I kind of agree, because like since she's won the title, it hasn't really been much. So yeah, if she wins, it'll definitely do a lot to legit. I would like to see her win.
What you think, Cam?
I feel like that's the match. That's the match that everybody wants to see. They're the two most. All right, so we look back at the domination that like China would have had, right?
Yeah,
because she was wrestling like in the male side of the, she was the IC champ. I look at both of them and I give them both
China
that
archetype.
same type. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got one that's on the goth side, and then, well, would you consider Jade the boss?
Nah, Jade is like Storm.
Jade's like
her
a
own
superhero.
Yeah,
man.
she's
A
her
different
own
type of-
archetype. That's
No,
Now,
Molly Holly was a superhero.
No, but
No.
but Molly Holly had like a baby face, super baby face, like a Candy Girl archetype, right?
Yeah.
Like a Molly Holly. Like
Yeah, she was very wholesome.
Yeah,
Let's keep it a buck. She built like an African goddess, bro.
Oh my
like
god,
real talk,
literally.
like best,
Now-
best physique in WWE. Absolutely.
I think Bianca Belair and her are probably similar archetypes.
So no, I
Jade
think
and Bianca.
I think Bianca and Mercedes, Sasha Banks. I think those two were like literally the same exact character.
Well,
Bianca Belair. And
You talking
Sasha
about
Banks.
you talking about character wise archetype, like overall? We talking
That's-
like
yeah, like
yeah, but Sasha is not built like Bianca at all. Bianca's
no,
more
that's why
built like Jade.
That's why I think Bianca's
but
more
the
over.
attitude
it's
is
different
yeah.
to me because Bianca was always like, especially when she came out, it was more like she a top tier like 1% athlete.
Yeah.
And like literally the best of the best, right? And Sasha Banks was more like, it was more like, for me, she more come across as like an AJ Lee archetype, like really like a fan of the business since like a little girl and kind of knew what she wanted to do, and this is like that childhood dream, like, going to WrestleMania, doing that and having that, like,
But not necessarily being an all-around athlete.
exactly,
Right.
like you not like dark horse in it, like that dark horse girls next door. I'm gonna do what it takes to get here. Like, yeah, that like for me, Sasha Banks and AJ Lee is more of the same archetype. Like, and like Jade is really her own thing, because I don't even look at her like you could tell she an athlete, but it's just like
So,
a superhuman, like literally, like not like a superhero, but like a superhuman, like literally, like
Yes.
you look at her and be like, she
Yeah.
could probably walk on her hands, bro.
literally,
Yeah, for real, seriously.
Absolutely. So, so Chelsea Green, she had made a tweet. It was basically viewed, I guess, as a subliminal towards Jade. Just talking about how Rhea is kind, and no matter how kind she is, I forgot what she had said, but Jade pretty much went after Chelsea and said, "It's no point to even go and embarrass you on this app. You always have something to say about everything." So then Piper Niven chimes in
trying
and
to make
says,
no friends.
"Who the fuck even said anything about you? Contrary to your belief, the world doesn't actually revolve around you. No point to even embarrass you on this app. Give you enough ring time and you'll do it yourself." And this is where
Didn't
I
she get
think
hurt in the ring?
Piper, I don't know what happened with her. I think she did have an injury.
Because that's ironic, like you saying that and you got hurt in the ring.
Well, and it happens.
What was it? Her fault she got hurt, or
I don't
was it
recall.
somebody
I don't
else's
recall.
fault?
And, like getting hurt in the ring, like that happens. I think it's just more what you have these girls all going at it. And when she says the ring time thing, this is the thing about Jade that's kind of followed her whole career from AEW. Is everyone's always kind of said, okay, she's the shits in the ring.
She Goldberg though.
I think she may be a little safer than Goldberg, and I'm a Goldberg fan, so she's probably a little safer than Goldberg. But
Dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
I wouldn't
dun,
like to work him, But I
I definitely, that's like a dream, low key.
man, no,
Like if I could get him right now, I'd ragdoll the hell out of Goldberg.
that'd be fun to watch. So we have. So I think Jade though. So this is where I'm in the camp. She does need the win, because she needs a legit performance. She needs that that match where like people could be like, bam, okay, like you had a real banger. So it's like
reference point match.
yeah, like this is kind of like, yeah, she is being put on the spot here, and like she's been in like big matches before, but it's like this is like, you know, foot to the fire type of action. So
let me ask you something, Booker man.
oh shit.
So dealing with issues like this, and CTE, you can kind of attest, you can come in too. How would you deal with this if this was in a Comptonmania locker room? Is it the fact that people feel a certain type of way about Jade? Does that mean like that could be a reason why they take the strap off of her?
This is where, because people could be feeling a type of way about her because she's fucking over. That can be one thing, you know. It's like that. She just looks like a goddess. And, but they're also just looking at it like, oh well, I worked harder than she did, and which can be true, you know. Like they're looking at it like, oh well, I took more.
Smallest violin.
Yeah, I took more bumps than you. I did, and that's where the thing is. That's
but
a
star is a star.
Exactly, the business. People don't get that part. So you got all these bitter people backstage, and it's like that's kind of what happens when you get over like that. You know, it's like you get that target on your back, whether you earned it or you didn't. So it's just part of the game.
Okay.
I think that, so if I have to handle an issue like this is where it gets complicated, because I was brought into a business where if they found out you had an issue with someone, they would stick you with them for weeks, months, whatever. You know, like be like, okay, well, work together. So that's how now you can't do that. Now it's like if you have this person in your locker room, I'm not showing up. It's like that. So it's like when you get up to WWE, I think they're being paid enough to put their shit aside. You know, but I think we saw it on WWE in Rio when Tiffany and Charlotte got into their little shoot.
It cost a relationship.
Yeah,
Louis Kaiser on the outs.
That was crazy.
Put a mask on him and everything.
He's getting over though, but I will. But no, so
there's a silver lining
there's
somewhere.
a gold lining for that guy.
That mask getting over.
That guy's a superstar in Mexico. But no, so what's happening is, like Triple H just basically said, like, he kind of just brought her aside and said, you upset her with that promo, you know, go talk to her. And I think he kind of just largely has them in the can where it's like, you guys figure it out. And that's, I think, a mistake that I've made over the years when I found out people have beef is I have to insert myself in the middle. I got to become mediator. I got to do all this stuff. Now, both their anger is on me. I'm stressed out. Now it's like, fuck that. Like, I'm too busy to be dealing with whatever fucking bullshit you got going on. It's like, we're here to make money. So it's like, you guys either squash it or you can all go the fuck home. That's how I see it.
Wow.
From a guy with no booking experience. So from that like WWE standpoint, my thing is like that this little scraps online add to her character, because it's like when she walk around, you gotta have that arrogance as I'm better than you. When she walk around like that, like you can't do nothing but like, what can you do in that presence? Like as a slack jaw yokel, like you.
And this is where I'm in.
She low key perfection, but for me, I would say like, if she don't perform, like, and this a early prediction, she don't show out in that match. That title is coming off of her at like one of them smaller PLE events, or even at one of them.
Do that TV maybe even.
Because you gotta follow it up with a performance in the ring, otherwise you out of luck.
Because I'll tell you this, man, like this, and this is where I'm wondering if it's a work, because I'm like, you know, they're struggling with those ticket sales. This makes it a lot more intriguing than it was before, you know. And then Chelsea Green,
hit dogs holla.
Yeah, she said hit dogs really do holler. Woof woof. So Chelsea Green,
they could all be working this.
And here's the thing, Chelsea Green, she's got a lot of momentum behind her right now. So it's like, I don't know if they're setting something up with those two next, but you know, I won't be surprised if this is some shooty shoot gone wrong, you know. So it's like, it happens.
Hey, I'm sold.
I'm sold too.
I'm sold.
Now
dog.
I want to see it. I want to see it too.
I'm sold, big dog. Look, that match better. Better be
with the
main event type shit, man.
fingers crossed that they get a little stiff.
So now we move on to AJ Lee and Becky Lynch.
Okay.
AJ looked great. Just she hasn't aged at all. There's Becky Lynch. She looked great too. My thing is, there's just something, I don't know if just the man characters ran its course. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, but it's like when she's on, I just can't, like I fall asleep.
Talking about AJ?
No, Becky Lynch, when she's on TV, like I just have a like, and I don't know if that's a booking thing.
I don't have the same views.
Oh yeah, okay. So, no, yeah, I don't know. Like when Becky's on TV, I just have, and I think that can be a booking thing. You know, I think maybe she needs to be turned back. You know, maybe just the heel run's gone stale, but that match overall, like, and that's where like that Chicago crowd as well. Like even with AJ kind of having that hometown pop, it still just seemed like droned. And I don't know if WWE priced out real fans. I'm wondering.
I'm gonna be like this. I feel like at this point, because you got so many up and comers, like she at a point in her career where she don't need to be doing dirty work herself, even in the ring, doing that goofy shit. She should be having some understudies underneath her, like doing her dirty work.
NXT run would do some good.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
but just like maybe a little faction for her, like like they should have really struck with that with her when Seth started doing the Visionaries. Should have threw her a few little girls, because they got a few up there that are doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Bro. So
that's why I said maybe in a booking thing.
Yeah.
What I thought was dope about it, just being a fan, it takes me back to being a kid. It takes me back to elementary school. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend versus your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like that to me was like, wow, I've never seen that.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
why
type
I was expecting
of element.
it to be hotter.
What do you mean by hotter?
Like just overall, just the crowd, the pace.
It's Chicago,
and that's why I mean like that. And that crowd, they were dead.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like
they should have had the boys in there too, but Punk and Seth. But then they had their own situations.
So moving on to Punk and Finn, that was that match, they started slow. It got better towards the end, but I personally felt like there was still more left to be desired. Maybe they did that on purpose so they could sell another match down the line. So, but I don't know what they plan on doing with Finn moving forward.
Hopefully they finally give him another title run after, 12 years?
They need to bring back the
He
demon.
been there that long?
Like Finn Balor and Sweats. Finn Balor and Sweats is never going to be like right to me. I don't know. It's weird.
I like it better than the underwear.
But that's what they got him signed.
Man, underwear was
the paint, the whole body, like that was like the.
Doesn't it take him about 14 hours to do that shit? Like that's crazy.
Well, then he shouldn't have got so damn over with it.
But it's a special thing. He already said he not. Like those are like the special matches. Like that's why he ain't brought it out in the longest.
Oh man, that shit was over.
He's built though, pause. Like that 8-pack or 6-pack he got. When the light hits it, it's only another guy like Randy Orton.
All right, man. All right.
Look, pause. But we in the wrestling business. Like bodies matter. You know what I mean? Like Randy Orton under the lights.
Put some oil on him.
No, absolutely not. But like seeing Randy Orton in person,
Don't start using
he
words
looks
like
like
glistening and shit.
No. I was just gonna say he
Water
looks
was
like an
glistening
action
all
figure. That's
over
all.
your
Like he looks.
body.
No, but Finn is kind of like he's like super like. I wanted to see more though. I'm with you on that. Like I desire more. I felt like it could have been better, but I thought they had a good technical match though.
Yeah, no, it was decent. And then going into the men's chamber,
Okay.
they took that like.
First of all, let me say this. We talked about Javon Evans last week. I'm a fan. I like Javon Evans. I don't care what nobody say. And
I'm a
Trick
fan,
Williams
too.
had one of the dopest intros of all times with the white fur coat. Trick Williams is over.
He is.
Yes, that's it.
That
Go ahead.
guy's
Tell him what you want to tell him.
I remember when you was trying to be a receiver on the Eagles trick. Shout out to you.
Yeah. No. The three most over people in the match was Javon, Trick, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
No matter how many slips.
And then they end
he
up,
did.
they get rid of all three of them first. And I feel like literally that point in the night, and it's funny because I was arguing LA Knight was the most over person in the match.
Can I say something? So they did they did Bronson Reed's exact spot, but with Paul Logan when he pinned two people at the same time. I was like, why is he that was supposed to be for Bronson Reed. They could have changed that, bro. That was like I was like, you've never booked him that strong, and for y'all to do that, I just looked at it like it didn't mean nothing.
Yeah,
like, it didn't mean nothing.
And Trick Williams, he has
Whoop
the theme.
that trick.
Then the thing is, the theme song, and this is why I tell guys, your entrance is just one of the most important things ever.
Talk to him.
Because that whoop that trick thing, and this is why we do early call times, because we want to do a goddamn walkthrough with you guys. You know, but God forbid we want to get you the fuck over. But anywho, because I could go off about that all day, but no. Trick Williams,
names.
He was letting like that crowd was going, but like when it came to just pure organic, like just like a rush, like I feel like LA Knight got you know, like he had it. But the thing is, I feel like he should have won that match, and his year's kind of a waste since he did it because he was also. I also argue people call me crazy. But I argue that he was the most over person at the Rumble too. They were chanting his name on the way to the ring, you know. So it's like
the crowd been wanting him to have the title on him for like a year.
But now I think like that chamber, I looked at that like, okay, the window's kind of closed now. They Sami Zayn'd him, so it's like okay.
So you're not happy with Randy Orton winning?
So Randy, I think it's a decent choice. Randy, always safe. You can never go wrong with him. I'm glad that he won over Cody. I think that crowd would have shit on it if Cody won. But yeah, Randy winning was cool. I just think the way they went about eliminating those other guys, like, because the energy of the building really sucked at. Because like LA Knight, when he got eliminated, they were pissed about it, but they're like, well, at least we still got Trick in there. And then they eliminate Trick, and then it's like, okay, now all the energy just left.
Wait, no, I thought he pinned two people at the same time.
Maybe they did a spot with it. Did they?
Yeah, because I know Javon went out first, and then
no, because he did the low blow on LA Knight. He did the low blow, and like it was, and the low blow kind of was like weak too. So it was like just a weird, like, oh man, like that's it. Like, so he's out.
Like Tamatonga?
Huh?
Like Tamatonga's low blow?
Oh yeah. No. So and that's where kind of like like it kind of just lost it because like you could tell going towards the end, Randy's like begging for them like towards it's like okay, like you shouldn't have to do that in Chicago.
So if Randy wins, who is he wrestling at Mania?
It's supposed to be Drew, but he's wrestling Cody on SmackDown this week for the title, and it's largely rumored that Cody's going to be dropping it to him.
Man, he's going to be dropping it to Cody?
Yeah, or Drew's dropping it to Cody on SmackDown this week.
So it's possibly
Randy versus Cody, which I think is an intriguing match, but
because they used to be in Evolution
Legacy,
together.
all that together.
Legacy.
Yeah. So, and I think that match was better to be sold
just makes
2 years ago.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah, right.
He got to come as like special guest referee.
That man, I think he's going to jail.
Whoa, what'd he do?
Him and his dad, I think, defrauded the state of Mississippi or something.
Oh, yeah, that's another episode.
Yeah, like welfare fraud or something. I forgot what it was. Yeah,
it was.
It's the most Ted.
It was in on that Brett Favre scale.
It was, yes. I think it was a part of the same thing.
That's crazy, taking them government funds for your little kid's stupid school.
So that's basically the end of that one, right?
Yeah, it'll be probably Randy versus Drew or Cody, but also I think they're probably going to be adding more people into that match.
They're talking about it might be a 4-way.
Or more because they're trying to sell these damn tickets.
So far, are you excited with those two matches for Mania in Vegas? Is that a $7,000 you willing to pay?
Oh, not no $7,000. Absolutely not. But I would have absolutely paid. This is what's
they're gonna
fucked
have to dig up some dead wrestlers for me.
No, because like these watch parties, I think these watch parties they had deals where I think it was like some of them had $50, $100 deals where you could get it, and I'm just like, I would have paid for one of those, but now it's like,
Yeah.
so it's like you just took all that money away. And a lot of people are in that same boat. So I was like, no, I'm probably just going to end up coming back to LA Saturday morning and watching it at Knox. And thank you, Knox Pro, for giving us a place to watch that pay-per-view at. That was a great watch party. Yeah, that was a great watch party.
Yeah, that's definitely a
watch
spot
party?
in Sun Valley.
Yeah, try to
where you
invite you.
guys should pull up.
They never told me about it. guys.
So what's the next topic we going into?
So we're going into, was that
Vince.
no, Darby Allin. So both the next topics involve a car.
Okay.
So
Okay.
both happened on a freeway.
Okay.
So let's go to where are we? Tucson, Arizona.
Ooh, we've been to Peoria. We was Peoria last year.
That was fun.
I've been in Tucson.
Tucson, yeah, Tucson's hot as hell.
There's two sons. That's why.
Yeah, no, well, this Uber driver crashed out on our friend Darby Allin here. Let's see what happened.
Excited to see you when you come to Tucson for AEW Collision. We got this program going on. Can we expect to see like a match?
One second. I hate to interrupt like your AA or like therapy session or whatever, but it's kind of rude of you to be on speakerphone making someone's Uber. Is it cool if I finish? Look, man, I've been driving since 5 a.m. I'm tired.
This guy is pissed.
Just put the phone up. Like, it's a little rude.
This is like an interview. Yeah, we're on national TV right now, just doing an interview here.
I don't care. I make like $15 an hour. Like, I don't care.
Damn.
Let me tell you something. That's when I put that shit on mute. You drive this motherfucking car before I fuck you up. Yeah, it's illegal to drop somebody off on the highway. You got to drop him off somewhere safe. So for him to do that, he gonna lose his little.
Damn.
Little bitch. That's why I like being black. He would never talk to me like that.
Anybody screaming like that, I'm getting the fuck out. I don't know what the hell.
Boy, I'm pulling you to the back seat.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker crazy. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's illegal, bro.
What the hell?
Where's his luggage and stuff at, bro?
I think he grabbed it. Why is this?
Bro, no, he don't have his stuff, bro. I looked at the background. His shit is, yeah, bro. He took off with his shit.
Damn.
What the hell?
I fucking love you, dude.
Bro, I don't play that shit. Like, if I'm on the phone, you my driver. Fucking drive. Don't talk to me about nothing. Your job is to drive. You can't, motherfucker, man.
Wow.
That you're doing on screen and off screen. It's been a massive pleasure. Can't wait to see you live March 7th at Tucson Arena, all right?
See that little middle school mustache that grown man had, bro?
Oh man. So let's talk about it.
So
He a bitch.
why? It sounded like it's so funny because sometimes these situations are so weird. I think my natural instinct, and maybe I've been in wrestling too long, but I just think like, okay, like was that a work? like, because I'm just looking at like just the dialogue seemed like such a wrestling segment.
Yeah.
And just like the way it escalated was like such a wrestling segment, but at the same time, man. So one thing is, the real world is crazier than wrestling. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
That's where I get most of my ideas from.
What you got to say, Charlie?
Oh no, I just said I should have brought weed, but
Oh my god.
but listen, I don't take that kind of shit because you done already took my money at that point. You better shut the fuck up and drive me. Like I don't know if it's any of that, but Yeah, I'm not.
reach
You
up
don't
and
get
grab
to
the
talk
wheel,
to me.
Charles?
You don't get to talk to me like that, bro. And I'd have been on both sides of it. Like when I'm Uber driven, like I have not told them they can't be on the phone. You can be on the phone. You can play music if you want to. Like I don't care. Make this ride comfortable for you. Give me a tip and 5 stars. Now when I'm driving, I don't care. I done had some people like talk my ear off like there's a driver. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's still talking to me.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Like it'll be what it is. But you ain't gonna tell me I can't be on the phone, bro. You're driving me. Like
He was a douche out the gate too. He said, "I don't want to interrupt your AA therapy session." I'm like, damn, like it just went. And I think that's where I thought, like, I was like, whoa, this guy just talks to people like that.
I have to say this though, like shout out to Darby Allin for keeping this cool, maintaining his composure under
Should've socked
pressure. Because like had he just spazzed out, it'd have been a whole nother different topic at hand, and it'd have been, oh, this wrestler guy is this, that, and the other. So
that Uber driver would have learned a lesson that day.
Man.
I think that Uber driver on the verge of shooting up a whole place. I
Yeah,
think
that
you
guy
better
needs
get
to be
the hell
put on
out
a
of
list
shit.
or something.
You
Or
know
I don't
what I
know,
mean?
man. They
Get out
gotta
of
look
this
out for
car.
him.
But
Yeah,
what you
that
think,
mustache
Cam?
is
Are we
sketchy.
missing something? He said, hell no.
You saw him? You saw that mustache, didn't you? That's a sketch deposit mustache right there.
Shit, let's talk about another car ride going crazy.
So let's go to another
The
freeway.
car ride from hell.
Another freeway in Connecticut.
Hey, pal.
Oh, well, who's that, pal? He looks familiar.
Wow, looking at Janelle Grant post.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Stay in the car. Do you need an ambulance? No, I don't. All right. Why were you driving over 100 miles an hour? It's my granddaughter's birthday. I got to get this the next day. Did you see me trying to catch up to you behind you? I didn't see that. It saw lights, but it didn't look normal. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you, and you keep taking off.
That's privilege, bro.
I know. I understand.
Look at them
That's
shoes.
why I was very confused.
This Hokas.
Are they Reeboks?
No, I thought those were
Those are Brooks?
Yeah.
Those are Brooks.
I love Brooks. Those are so nice.
All right, and then you just hit something.
Let me go ahead and take this from you. That's a black card. Nothing, guy. Love you, bro.
Brooks.
There's got to be a reason you hit him.
He ain't got no socks.
It was right in front of you. You went straight at it at 100 miles an hour.
Damn, bro. He need to tan them legs, bro. Look at how ashy but pale them
He
legs.
80 years old, Doug.
Yeah. He rich. Pay somebody to lotion your body, bro.
What's he saying?
He don't have the mustache no more.
Good.
It's fast, I'll tell you that.
Dang, Vince.
I love how he blames the car. Oh, it's too fucking fast. Well, it's not my foot
Hey,
on the
he's-
pedal.
Man, hey, rumors is that he's going to buy WWE back. Do you think it'd be better if he's in control? I'm not driving because obviously, he going to run into
not
somebody.
driving,
but
but
do you think the product would be better if Vince was back at the helm?
What's the life expectancy of Vince McMahon at this point? What we talking
I
about?
heard
I
that.
think he's 160.
No,
I think he can go.
No,
You think he gonna go that
I
far?
heard that his grandma survived to like 115 or something. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's definitely long lifespans there. But I think one thing about the company under Vince was like the in-ring product was a little bit more crisp.
Take
like-
the logos out the ring.
Well,
That's money, though.
he'll probably lead the logos. He's probably gonna lead the
Slipping
logos.
hazards.
But he I think that he's like the in-ring product was more crisp under him, like because he was putting people's matches together more, like finishes and stuff like that, whereas like these guys under Triple H, I could kind of tell like they're allowed to call their own stuff, and that's just me watching it as a wrestler. I'm like, okay, like they're calling too many spots here, and like some of the in-ring product in WWE
That's
is
what it
looking
looks like
very
Ring of Honor from 10 years ago.
it's looking very AEW.
You
like
brought up
sometimes.
something when we were watching a chamber with the ladies.
Yeah.
You said, why are they breaking up the count? When
Yeah,
it's an
like-
elimination.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that. Like just spots in there that were just not making sense. And just sometimes people these days they're calling spots just for the sake of calling them. Just to be moving and not. Yeah. So I think under Vince that was better, but I think the morale under Vince was not better. So it's like you bring him back into the mix. Suddenly, it's like okay, and
Everybody gonna want to leave.
and the thing is, I'm coming.
Not
I'm a
me.
guy that regulates
Okay.
a lot too. so you can argue that I stress people out, but like Vince is like freaking. He like just makes things not fun for people sometimes.
I think those are just for people who can't fight because I would never like really like I don't know how they be in there. Like, oh my God, he control. That's cool, but you know, just knowing I could beat your ass at the end of the day, there's nothing you can say to me that ever really like rock me or say you suck. Probably, but I can still whoop your ass. Like
Nothing you could say to Charles, guys.
you're not gonna rock my soul. I done been through the fire already. Like there's nothing
That
you can
sounds
say
crazy,
to me.
Cam.
Bro.
He don't get no pause over there. Rock his soul. What?
Yeah, just if they were to bring Vince back, I think most likely. I see whether he comes back or not. I
Divas
think
title 2027.
they're probably just gonna end up selling it to the Saudis. You know, so like that's what I see being the most likely outcome. I just think if Vince was to come back, he would speed that process up. So that's all I see.
It would be all Saudi shows.
Oh man, and like that's the thing. I don't know how much it would change under a Saudi-owned
Watch
product.
a PLE at 9 a.m.
They gonna bring the Undertaker back.
Oh yeah, and that's what I mean.
The
So-
Undertaker.
They're gonna dig up the Heart Foundation, revive them, and make them wrestle.
No, and they're gonna cast all Saudi guys for it. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, that'll be tight.
So-
That'll be different.
You know, it'll be interesting to see where the company goes. But that was a loaded episode today,
Super
guys.
loaded. And since you came in late, you want to introduce yourself, Charlie?
How y'all doing, world? I am Charles Thomas Edwards, and I'll beat your ass.
There you go. C.T.E.
One more thing I want to say. March 21st, we will be at the WLCAC Extreme Wattage at Watts Culture Fest. You got C.T.E. who's going up against DJ Palmer. You got the ignorant one, Shiloh Greaves, going up against Ty Williams of the Shady Boys. You guys need to pull up free show 10950.
South Central Avenue,
There we go, right there.
Watts,
man.
California.
Ugh. And it's your man Deshaun Showtime Watkins.
It's your boy Ignorant Shiloh Greaves.
Cool ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
So cool.
And it's so cool that the culture of Comptonmania is done for the day. Tune in next time and make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Woozy, hit the dingly thing so you know every time it's posted.
Follow me, Charles _Thomas _Edwards, IG.
Come.